Hello, welcome to this video. This video is going to be maybe a little bit different than my usual video. It's more associated with the new place where we live. So there might be a few more videos that have that kind of theme coming. Anyway, I got this, which is for sealing roofs. And there's some water. There appears to be some leaking around the chimney. So I need to get up there and try to seal it all up as much as possible. So first, I need to set up some ropes so I can be safe about it. And my plan is to get a thinner rope and attach it to something, I don't know what yet, and throw it over. What would be the best is if I had a bow and arrow with fishing line, and I could just shoot that over, then add a heavier rope and work my way up to like the heaviest rope I need. But I don't have a bow and arrow. Don't really feel like going and getting one or making one. So unless I have to resort to that, I'll try my best to use something else to get the rope over. We'll see. Hopefully it won't be too much trouble. I don't have a ladder tall enough, so I'll have to get on one part of the roof, or I don't know. We'll figure it out, but that's the general plan. Thanks for joining me. Let's get started. Okay, so I have this rope, which is pretty old, so I'm gonna be sure to have backup. I have, this isn't climbing rope. I have short sections of climbing rope and some like webbing for climbing, like tube webbing that's really strong. My harness is in here, and I have carabiners. This is the, I'm gonna try this string. At first, I was gonna tie the string to this, but I was like, I don't know, that might damage the shingles or something. So I'm gonna try throwing this thing over. So let's see if it works. Actually first I'm gonna tie the other end off on one of these handrail slat things. I don't know what you call that. If you're wondering what knot I use, this is a bowline, which is a great all-purpose knot. It makes a loop that's strong and easy to untie. When I did a ropes course a long time ago, for the thing where you climb the pole and you jump to grab a trapeze bar, the knot they used was a bowline. It was doubled, but still, that's pretty impressive that kids are always falling and the knot that they need to always be catching is a bowline. So it's a really good knot to learn. Let's go see if it worked. It worked. This is just a cheap like hardware store rope, but I was hoping to use this to work up to a bigger rope, like tie the string to this and then a thicker rope to that. I'm not sure if it'll work, but I'm not sure if it's long enough, but I'll give it a try. I decided to tie this red rope to this other piece of cheap hardware store rope, and I can't remember this knot's name. I think it's called a sheet bend. There we go. here's my setup. This rope is super stiff. Look at this. So I just tied that dumb thing. Who knows what that is, but it's a bowline and another bowline. I have all this webbing because I used to slackline a bunch. And I didn't have good trees to tie the slackline to in the past, but now I do, so I'll try to put that in a video sometime. So I'm going to pull this back over the other way. Oh, look, the red rope was long enough. Okay, so here they are. My plan is to have... This rope feels pretty strong and quite durable, so I'm not as concerned about needing a backup as I was before. But I'm going to try to find one of those trees over there to anchor it to. And then, so I need support from one side of the roof and from the other, because the chimney's on this side. But I'm getting up on that side because that's where the deck is. So I hope that was clear. So I'll anchor one thing I'll anchor the webbing on the other side to the deck, and then the rope over here to a tree. And then I'll just transfer one safety line to the other once I cross the peak of the roof. This is a pretty tree. Let's choose that one. So I ran a clove hitch with an extra hitch to kind of secure it, and then just to tidy up the end, I ran this. I don't know what that knot's called there, but one of those. This rope is so stiff it's hard to get it tight there, but this is just to keep it from flopping around. Right, so I got my harness on and I'm about to go up. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to film up there, how well I'll be able to film up there and stuff, but I was gonna say, I am trying to be as safe as I can, but don't do what I'm doing. Don't copy me. I doubt you would, but that's sort of the obligatory warning, right? And if I make a mistake, that's on me, you know? So I feel good about what I'm doing, and that's what it's about. Okay, so anyway, up I go. I made it up. It wasn't too bad at all. So I've got myself anchored in. Let's head on up. So, I'm glad I decided to come up here earlier in the morning because now the sun's risen up over these trees and it's not supposed to be a very warm day, but it's getting a little warm up here. This roof is steep. It turns out that I'm pretty sure the previous owner had somebody install flashing or something to stop the leak. But I just kind of like re-caulked the caulking, and then I just caulked the joints of the other things that were up here just because I was already up here. But getting up here and my ropes felt pretty safe. They're not, like I said, don't copy me. That's not technically what you're supposed to do for true rope safety stuff, but for me, they're mainly just a backup, so that, like, if I fell, something would stop me from just right off the edge. But, guess that's about it. It's kind of a fun video to make. I hope you enjoyed watching it, especially if you did. I suppose if you're here, maybe you just skipped ahead. Anyway, none of that really matters. The whole point is, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and please consider checking out some of my other videos. Bye!